Hey buddy, it's Victor. Time for another run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Friday, Mosh Pit. We did have another video, crossed 3,000 likes now as we make our way towards TM Trainer Month, which is going to feature a TM Trainer run every single week here until it culminates with a TM Trainer run once again on the YouTube save file. Thank you all very much for all the support here. We got an experiment to run on today's video. I'm going to talk about that in a moment, but first off, we get over to the meme of the day, brought to you this time around by Dat Deer Brado. Great name on that one. Title thread was Promotion Baby, episode 979, our first continuation meme, thanks to Painter's template that they left a couple of days ago. Now we have a new one here using that same template. You've been promoted to one of my elite employees. And then it's Sanguine Bond. Yeah, Sanguine Bond, man, it did pretty well. So thank you very much to Dat Deer Brado and everyone who upvoted that one on this Invictus subreddit. Go check it out. All right, so before we get started, oh, what is this? Lima X-Ray Charlie Alpha Golf Yankee Lima. We've got Soy Milk and Birdcage, but we also have the D4, which I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Oh, dang old, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna. I mean, like, look, I like Soy Milk. Don't get me wrong. It's a good item, but it's not what I want to start with here. So neither really is Little Loki. However, Montezuma's Revenge, however, now you kind of speak my language a little bit. So I want to run an experiment today, and for the next couple of videos, actually. A good friend of mine who is plugged in with YouTube, and this is something. Oh, it's Curse of the Line. Well, it didn't really matter. I didn't realize it was Curse of the Line. Through some stuff that's been happening, I've had to talk to YouTube for the last couple of days, basically this entire week. And through these conversations, I learned through the grapevine that apparently in order to get, like, in, I guess, the algorithm's good favor or something, the optimal speed is to watch these videos at 0.75 speed. Now, I realize that some of you watch these videos on ×2 speed just because I either talk too slow or it's just like, you know, you don't have enough time or whatever. But for those of you, and that's fine, but for those of you who do have the time, I would like to run an experiment. It'd be an algorithmic experiment for this week. And, you know, we'll see how it goes. So if you wouldn't mind, if you want to help me out, watch this video and the next few videos at 0.75. I'm going to be monitoring the analytics here for the time being, just to see what that does to, like, recommendations and stuff. Because again, I have it from a very reliable source that apparently that's the best way to do it. It's very curious that something like that would also work, but I know from a few years ago, actually, the Spiffing Brit did something very similar as an experiment with the runtime and just the playback speed and everything. And apparently now it's starting to come back on YouTube, and that's where the algorithm is currently at. So again, you don't have to, of course, it's totally optional, but I would like to see what it does to the overall numbers from the analytics side, and we'll see what happens. So that being said, we'll go on to last week's question of the episode, which of course was the Poison God episode, which was an absolutely incredible synergy that we had with Ares and the Serpent's Kiss combo. And I simply asked, what was your thoughts on that combination? The most upvoted comment came in from Lulwix, who said, I'm in love with this combo. I got it once in my run, plus Trinity Shield, and it was insta win. Ares is a really good item, and I'm happy that you got to try its power. And yeah, we've been talking about Ares for the last couple of days on stream and on YouTube, and it really is crazy how that item has existed forever in Rebirth now, and I've never paid attention to it. Yeah. I love Montezuma's, but yeah, we need something better here. Not that Montezuma's is bad, of course, but I'm trying to get a little bit. What in the world was that? Trying to get some protection going here. These flies, man, get out of here. So the second most upvoted comment came in from Mentos15, who said, "Just the more you know," and then they put a bunch of sparkles there. Thank you very much, Mentos. And last but not least, the third most upvoted comment came in from user QG41. It's a whole bunch of, it's just a whole bunch of characters, who said, it's a new combo that I would have never thought of. I think with Polaroid invincibility, it could go crazy. Love watching your videos, not only for the entertainment, but to learn new and cool things about Isaac every single day. Thank you very much, user. Yeah, I mean, again, it was new to me too. So all of that was a very interesting and crazy discovery. But I sort of hesitate to call it a discovery because it's always been there. I just have never paid attention to Ares. But now it's like, hey, we gonna have some fun with them with some Ares. Give me Ares again. I'm all there for it. Obviously, I'm not too happy about losing the devil deal. Of course, it was my own fault because I was looking at the other monitor, reading the question of the episode from last week. But yeah, this the person that I have contact with, who's pretty much plugged into YouTube, is very reliable, and he was saying that, you know, it's important to get some feedback and experiment with this kind of stuff. So, you know, and he doesn't watch my videos like in their entirety, but he sees stuff from the analytics side, and he sees stuff from like the YouTube side of things, and he knows how dedicated the Mosh Pit is. So he's like, you should see how it works with your channel, because I think it would do very well with your community. So that's what I'm asking. I was like, hey, I trust his judgment, and that's what I was like, sure, let's do it. So I'm calling upon the Mosh Pit for the next couple of videos. Let's watch these at 0.75. Again, it's only slightly slower than my normal speaking voice, but you know, for those of you who do use these for podcasts and that sort of thing, this might be something of great value to you, because not only do you get to help me out, but also you get slightly longer videos as well. And let's just see what happens, because I know that the experiment that the Spiffing Brit did a few years ago was very, very successful. And he ended up getting, like, I don't know how many views on that video. And of course, I'm not one to really care about the views too much. I like to understand how the algorithm works. That's why I prided myself on telling people how, you know, hey, this is the best way to support me. You simply watch the videos and let the ads play, and then that's it. Or you don't have to necessarily interact with the ads, blah, blah, blah. And then it turned into, you know, you can actually get full credit for these ads by simply watching 31 seconds of an ad and then skipping it, and then that counts for the entire ad. You know, so educating people how the inner workings of YouTube works is very beneficial to not only myself but also to the channel as well. And I've tried to be as open and as clear and concise as possible, to display like how it works and stuff. I'm gonna go back here and see if we can get ourselves a heart, because I'm surprised that we were able to get so many taps there. Not gonna happen. We can get 2 more taps if I use the Book of Revelations and then pick up that soul heart. Although I'd like to leave this floor with the soul heart if possible. So yeah, let's do this. Obviously, I don't feel like fighting Uriel, but we're not going to have to. And I do have the strength card as well. We get 30 cents. Okay. So 30 cents is at least going to be able to buy the full charge in the shop. And we maintain our strength card, and the full charge, thanks to the Book of Revelation, will give us enough to get the soul heart. Then we're going to keep rolling with the D4. I'll give you the bombs too, and the half price key. So now, as far as like, do you have to watch it at the very, like, restart the video or something like that? No, you don't have to, or at least I don't think so anyway. That's just one of those things that, like, you know, I'm gonna look at, like, on the analytics side. I think it's very interesting to see how much of a deep dive you can go into seeing, like, exactly when people turn the video off. Like, for better creators than I, like, you can see, like, oh, this is when I started talking about this, and this is when they started turning it off, that sort of thing. But I'm not very good. Well, I take that back. I'm not one who really obsesses too much going over that level of detail when it comes to like what's effective on YouTube and what's not. You know, you see it a lot. Like every now and then, like we'll get a little clickbaity with the titles and like, you know, with the way that the art is done and that sort of stuff. And it does help out. You know, there's a fine balance on YouTube between not giving up too much in the title, but also you want to draw people in because you want them to watch the video. Obviously, if nobody watches it, then it doesn't matter how good your content is. So thumbnails are very important, but you know, I remember a day when like the meta tags, for example, were the most important thing on YouTube. That's the early days, you know, and then it shifted over to thumbnails, and then it shifted over to ads, and then it shifted over to engagement. And now it seems like watch time is more important for the algorithm and advertisers. And, you know, that's where I'm really fortunate that these long form videos that I do every single day, first off, we do it daily, obviously. Second off, they are long form. So, you know, people stay engaged. If you watch on ×2 speed, I used to tell people it doesn't hurt the channel at all. It actually doesn't matter, but now it actually does matter, according to my trusted source. So that's why I'm curious to see how this works. And again, it's totally optional. It's not something that you have to do. Don't worry about, you know, oh, I got to spend more time watching this clown over here or that sort of thing. It's only for people who wish to volunteer to do so. To watch these videos at 0.75 for like just give it a go over the weekend, and then we'll see. That should be enough data for me to pass over. And I'm happy that I have these kind of contacts at YouTube, because a lot of the people that I used to work with, including my old partner reps, they are no longer at Google. they are long gone, unfortunately. Either let go or they just moved on to other projects or other companies and that sort of stuff, which is great. I mean, like, it's for personal growth and everything. It just sucks for me because, like, I'm just like, well, I had a problem a couple weeks ago and I don't know what to do about it. I mean, okay, old bandage. I forgot we had old bandage. We also have piggy bank too. I didn't realize. Old bandage. Be so mean. We also have Steam sale. I might as well grab this here. You can bomb this for a nickel. Okay, so we're off to a really interesting start with the D4. I'm surprised that we're getting so many. We're getting a lot of passive items despite skipping a bunch of them in the item rooms. I don't even remember what was inside. What was inside of our item room on this floor? I was too busy talking about YouTube. Now that we picked up Small Rock. They may notice that we still had the Bookworm transformation despite us using the D4. One of the things that persists through transformations. Okay. Look, Claudia, I'm happy for you. I'm glad that, like, you figure out how camouflage and cover. Yeah, thank you, game. So if you don't know what happened there, the game determined that we were in an unwinnable state and opened the door for us. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, sometimes the game will see like some kind of repeating pattern and or detect like, hey, this idiot can't kill this stupidly placed mob. So instead of us having to like leave the run and then, like, you know, and then resume the run to get out of the room or something like that, it just simply opens the door for you, which is good. That's a good change. I cannot believe that didn't hit us. Good Lord. I thought for sure, like, Pestilence just made the shot of the century right there. Staying pretty close range here, so we get both of the shots from Bookworm, and, yeah. These are definitely items. I am going to take them. Obviously, I'm not going to take Damocles, but I mean, we have the Ankh, but this is not a run that I want to stay with, is the thing. And we won't re-roll out of Damocles when we use it, and there's no guarantee that we get another life up. So, yeah. If you're wondering where all the curse room stuff has gone, it is essentially because of the fact that we have the flat file, which removes all the spikes from a room, including the entrance to the curse room. Kidney stone, experimental treatment, little Chad. I mean, having flying is nice. I will say that. Spirit of the Night is good. I wish that we could roll into some Tears Raid or something. No, I don't consider Kidney Stone as a Tears Raid upgrade. I mean, it does give you a massive amount of tears, obviously, but not. I want a permanent amount. Like now, if we roll into rock bottom, then we're talking. But the problem is that for us to roll into rock bottom, that means that we have to take super secret room or regular secret room items, which could potentially roll us into TM Trainer or Missing No, and that's just not good. Or HP. What gave us? Oh, adrenaline. Trying to figure out what gave us damage there, and it was adrenaline. The question becomes, when do we stop re-rolling here? Oh, it's always a tough answer. It's a tough question with an even tougher answer because everything in Isaac is situational. I've been saying that for many years, and it still holds true to this day. It really just depends on what we end up drawing into versus what else is comboed with it versus where we are in a run. If we don't necessarily need a lot of movement speed, but we just need to like get like, I don't know, just a bunch of damage, then, you know, maybe we stop on, you know, Dr. Fetus or that sort of thing. But this is too early on, and our life is too short for us to stick with something as dangerous as Dr. Fetus, even though we absolutely destroy stuff right now. You got to remember that we are sitting on an item that doesn't do anything for us, which is going to be Red Stew. Red Stew is already expired. Other bad items such as missing page number 2, bomb bag. You know, it is nice having Abba Dabba Ding Dong for sure, but it's not the best situation for us to be in because our movement speed is just so bad, and we have no explosion immunity. So again, Dr. Fetus, it can definitely wreck, but it can also wreck Isaac, and we don't want that. Yeah, see, I didn't even see that troll bomb there from Bomb Bag until it was almost too late. So, yeah, that's why no one likes you, Bomb Bag. You can go sit over there with the Crooked Penny and with Fortune Cookie. How about that? How in the world did he move that fast, that far? Okay. Emperor card. We'll take the Emperor card. I could have taken the pill. Just now realized that we had Luckfoot. Headless baby, you're freaking me out. Your natural instinct in this game is to run away from the red stuff on the ground. At least that's what my natural instinct is. And that's what it should be because it's bad for you. But whenever you have Headless Baby, it kind of goes out the window. And then, you know, again, the game does not do an adequate job of showing you what is what in terms of, like, this is your creep versus this is the enemy's creep. Got the Mark, Bloody Gust, Bloody Lust, Twisted Pair, and Mysterious Liquid, which is not terrible, to be honest. This is probably our best roll that we've gotten so far. But the question is, do we stick with this? We have, you know, bad damage. We have bad tears. We're not getting good. I mean, we're getting some decent Devil Deal items, but we're not getting crazy good Devil Deal items. Like, none that are, like, going to be, like, earth-shattering. You know, Twisted Pair is great and all, but if you don't have the stats to compete with it, to make it compete, I should say, then it's only as good as Isaac is. Same thing goes for your tier effects, too. We don't really have crazy tier effects outside of Mysterious Liquid, which is good. I'm not gonna sit here and and sandbag you. It is very, very good. It's not really that strong. It's not that strong enough of a case for me to stay with this roll, though. I do like Twisted Pair, of course. We have Hamolacria. What in the world is... We have... Where in the world did Oh, it was from Fruitcake. Okay. I was like, where did Lacrophagy come from? Like, we don't have it. Game is trying to make me see stuff that ain't there, man. It's a turdy shot. Obviously, I'm going to be very motivated to get rid of Fruitcake. Not a huge fan of Fruitcake. The Placenta, we're still getting, like, we got blasted into it by a random Azazel's Rage. I wasn't even, my hand wasn't even on the keyboard for that, brother. Things are getting wacky crazy around here. Okay, so we have the we do have the blue map, which is nice. If we hurry, and I mean really hurry, we might be able to make boss rush. We're gonna hold on to the arrow room for now. I mean, yeah, like we could obviously use the Emperor card, but I want the Emperor card to get out. Okay, let's stop this. And we could turn into Black Judas, which honestly might not be a bad idea, because at least with Black Judas, we will have a good amount of base stats to deal with. I don't know what's going on in that room, and frankly, I don't care. You have to book it, though. I decided to roll. I wanted to play the odds here. At least we're maintaining our flat file. Honestly, Tiny Planet and Death's Touch is not terrible, especially with Backstabber. Okay, we got to be careful here against Mom. Obviously, if we get a double deal, we're not going to be able to take it unless it's 9 lives. Shot speed is pathetic. The damage there. 30 seconds left. We are able to take down Mom. I will check to see what's in here, and of course, it's Krampus fight. Okay, Eden's Blessing is a Tears upgrade, but if we take it and then re-roll out of it, ooh. Ooh, okay. Again, we're gonna roll out of this anyway, so this doesn't really matter. And I'm pretty sure that if you roll out of Eden's Blessing, it is not going to persist for tomorrow's run. I think. Again, this is just another item to roll through here. Tiny Planet's kind of scaring me a little bit. We somehow No, we didn't. Okay, I was going to say, somehow we maintained Tiny Planet. We got card reading, which I'm actually kind of pogged about. Take the arrow rune, see if we can get something on the ground. We do not want to use the one room because it will, I think, re-roll our spacebar item. I think. Go back and no, let's go see what's in the shop first. Maybe we can find a tinted rock or something. I don't know. Some soul hearts in the ground would be good. One. Yeah, just give it to me. Cash it in now. That way we don't have to come back and go get our Emperor card. I have no idea where our item room is. Not in here. Should have known that because we've already been in here. But I mean, this is very much a run where we're not getting off to a really good start with these rerolls. Like, we've got bits and pieces of a good run, seemingly good run anyway. But right now, it's a dead end, right? I even knew it was a dead end too because I was like trying to quickly remember. All I'm doing is trying to look for our item room right now. Game. Go down here, take this pill. You have PhD, and we got one that makes you small, which is not great. I can rubber cement, however. I gotta say, you know, shout out to Flatfile. Flatfile has been saving us a lot of heartache. Not only with these spikes and stuff with really bad movement speed, but also with the curse room entries. Yeah, we'll take Dreamcatcher. Like, could we win with this combo? Yeah, we definitely could. But I don't want to. I want to win with something a little bit better than this. Yes, thank you, Apollo. We know. Okay. Yeah, so we'll get a half soul heart whenever Dreamcatcher procs, and then we'll see what boss we've got. Oh, baby. Okay, so we have Fallen, which is going to give us a guaranteed double deal item as long as we get passive item from him. And not some BS spacebar item like, I don't know, Necronomicon or something. Death's List, which is a double deal item. We're going to D4. The Mom transformation. Bumbo. Just a pair again. It's not bad. Unfortunately, we did not keep card reading anymore. But I wasn't going to stay on that run. I mean, that run wasn't terrible. Like I said, I want to work with something better. Is this better? Maybe a little bit because of a theme and also from flying. Yeah, shout out to Flatfile. Flatfile have been doing work. There's a theme. Let's have Humbling Bundle. Definitely constitutes a room that I do not feel like doing. There's no particular reason other than that, like, that room can take sometimes a long time, especially with, like, low damage and high knockback. Those guts just kind of bounce all over the floor. Like, far away from Isaac, and they're just kind of annoying to pursue. No Tinted Rock, surprisingly, in here. This is one of those almost guaranteed Tinted Rock rooms, I would say. And use the D4 here. Okay. I think I luck upgrade. Actually, probably charge the D4 now. Actually, we also have the we also have the school bag. Have the Leviathan transformation, Ludovico skip, the hardest skip of all time, right there. What is this? BFF conjoined. Yeah, I don't know what we've rolled into here. This is. It's all scary. There's that Purity. Oh, we don't have flying anymore. Well, Pin got run over by that bomb no matter what. Because I thought we had flying. I placed the bomb instinctively thinking that I could bomb my way out of there. Then My God, Pin just flew right into it. Okay, Whore Babylon. We've got Birthright, which doesn't do anything right now. Okay. Oh God, we're losing the tier battle. That looked like Mecha Godzilla versus Godzilla's beam, and the beam just gets shorter and shorter for Godzilla. I swear that was a full charge. Apparently that was a baby charge. There we go. There goes Mama. We fail a 73% deal with the devil. I'm going to, during the commercial break, I'm going to pause the recording because I need to go blow my nose. Okay, sorry about that. Don't worry about that. Well, so far successfully, we've re-rolled every single time that we've gotten a full charge on the D4, and we have not exactly thrived, let's say. Okay, this room right here is 100% a room that I just refuse to do, especially when it's a dead end. And this is the exact same room. Literally the exact same, okay? Well, look, game, I'm going to continue to do this until, like, we go the right way, so. I know that we're not getting charges for the D4 like this, but we also have Charge Baby, which is potentially going to give us charges. Now, if you're wondering how come we're invisible and we're moving so fast, it's because we have Camo Undies. Which gives us a very significant movement speed upgrade and a nice little tiers upgrade when you come out of the buff. And because we have shielded tiers, we're able to pretty much squab with anybody up until the tiers upgrade leaves, and then we're just gonna do that. You got, let's see, Conjoin, Mom's Knife, Black Candle do. Okay. What in the world? No. We could have had an item pedestal in there, man. Well, we talk about wacky Wednesdays, but how about a Freaky Friday? This might be the first time in a long time that we've ever D4'd every single full charge and not stuck with any particular one run. I don't mean like a one run as in like it's already won. I mean like one singular run once we've re-rolled. Also, where the hell is is Isaac? I feel like this is about to be the world record for the longest and largest Isaac circle. It was potentially there. Secret room might be here. Really it is. This time it's not. I'm just gonna go do this to Isaac. I don't care if we get hit, because this is the fastest way that we can get out of this phase. And then we can re-roll if we wanted to, or we could stay with 9 lives. Let's see what we get in the chest here. The re-roll, and this is actually probably our best stats that we've had on this entire run in this re-roll here. So, like, essentially what's weird about this is that we kind of got like poor man's missing no, because we've been re-rolling every single floor. What in the world? What blew up there? Does one of those dudes spit bombs? Okay, I was just trying to see what was in this regular secret room. I know that we had the Emperor card, so. But yeah, we essentially just had poor man's missing no, because we re-rolled after every single floor. We never strayed away from the D4 up until the very, very end. And I gotta say, honestly, like, again, shout out to Flatfile, but also shout out to the fact that, like, we didn't get terrible rolls, but we also didn't get good rolls. We've kind of just had to deal with it, you know. We do have Aries, by the way, but it doesn't really matter on this run here. So, yeah, and again, I appreciate everyone's, you know, I hope that people will take my request to heart and play these next few videos on 0.75, because I'm very curious to see what kind of experiment that, what kind of results an experiment like that could have on YouTube. So, and now you know that apparently there's a secret now, a new secret, in fact, to breaking YouTube. So let's try it out. Let's see what happens. So thank you for watching, everybody. Yeah, Reroll Fest 2024 is here. Man, this damage is just, it is suffering right now. I really am trying to get the circle around Blue Baby, but we do not have the movement speed to do so. Oh, maybe. Nope. Been cut off here. So, yeah, we are able to get the dub. It was quite the interesting run. But happy Friday. Your question of the episode today is going to be, did you try out the experiment? Did you watch this video on 0.75? Let me know in the comments down below. And also let me know how long it added to the runtime. That's something I would also love to know, because right now we're sitting at a runtime of 36 minutes and 33 seconds and counting. So I want to see if that ends up pushing it over like an hour or maybe like 40 minutes or something like that. Again, thank you all very much for all the support. Have a great weekend. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Caitlin Bennett, Hunter, and Carlos Ibanez. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.